Welcome to my tutorial number 8 on signals and systems. In this video, I'll discuss one problem from GATE 2017 ECE. Here you see this problem is related to an LTI system, and here a continuous time domain signal xt, that is combination of two cosine signal that is applied to this LTI system, and we need to find out the maximum value of the output yt, mod of yt, right? So for this problem we should have a concept of this LTI system for sinusoidal input. Okay, that I'll discuss first, then quickly we can solve this problem. Now you see, if you have a system, okay, this is the LTI system, its impulse response h of t is given, and the if input is sinusoidal, let xt is a cosine omega naught t. Omega naught is particular angular frequency. Then the output will remain sinusoidal. So output will be a times a multiplied by capital M, right? And cos will remain cos. Then an angle is added with this omega naught t. One phase is added, that is your phi, where this m and phi we can calculate from the system transfer function h of e to the power j omega, or h of j omega simply, the Fourier transform of this impulse response h of t. So this m is the magnitude of this h of j omega naught, particular at that frequency, whatever magnitude it will give the spectrum, that is your m magnitude, and phase is the angle at that frequency, h of j omega naught, right? So first we should understand what is our h of j omega naught, j omega for the system, and then from that we can find m and phi. M should be multiplied with the amplitude, and phase should be added with this omega naught t. That is very simple concept. Now you see here the system h of t is given in this form, and that is a sin function sine omega naught t upon pi t. So you understand that this, if signal h of t is sine omega naught t upon pi t, then its Fourier transform, this capital H of j omega, right? And that would be simply, so as a sin function you will get a rectangular function there. Okay, so this will be 1 for omega within this omega naught and minus omega naught, and it is 0 otherwise. So you will get a window from minus omega naught to plus omega naught, and that time it is uniform, it is 1, and rest side it is 0. So basically it is a pass band, it's a low pass filter kind of thing. Okay, so you will see this shape if I draw versus this omega, it will look like this. So this is your omega naught, this is your minus omega naught, and this magnitude is omega. So this is your h of j omega naught, j omega, right? So if this is the sine omega naught upon pi t, but here be careful. So here 2 is multiplied, that we should note it down. Okay, so because of this amplitude should become 2, right? So that will consider. Okay, let us now start. So this is our input, and this is now our h of t. So you have seen that h of t, if it is this one, so we have a spectrum like this. So we'll draw the spectrum. So this is your omega, and you see the spectrum is uniform within this range. It is minus omega naught up to omega naught. So in this case, so this ht is 2 sine 300 pi t upon pi t. So here omega naught is 300 pi, right? So this is your 300 pi. So this is your minus 300 pi. And magnitude, as it is given 2, so because of this amplitude will become 2, this filter. So this amplitude is 2. So here this I have plotted for h of j omega, right? Now I need to draw the aspect, this position of x of f. So you know that if xt is a cos omega naught t, then capital X of j omega is having two parts, one positive side impulse and negative side impulse. So that will be a times pi del omega minus omega naught plus a times pi del omega plus omega naught. Okay, so in this case it is this is your 4 cos omega naught t. For that, this omega naught is 200 pi, and for this one it is omega naught is 400 pi. So two signals are there, and as it is a linear system, so we can use the linearity superposition. Okay, so we will consider both the signals in the spectrum. So we can draw that one here. So first 4 cos 200 pi t. So omega naught is 200 pi, that will be within this 300 pi. So probably it will be here. So this is the impulse and located at 200 pi. Another one will be here, minus 200 pi. And for this one, so this amplitude will be 4 phi del omega minus omega naught. This is 4 phi del omega plus omega naught, right? And for this one, next one, it is 8 cos 400 pi t. So 400 pi will be here. So for that, I can have the impulse like this, and it is 8 pi del omega. So okay, here omega minus 300 pi, okay, and this one will be here 8 pi del omega plus 300 pi. So remember here earlier, so this is particularly 200 pi, this is again this 200 pi, right? So you see these two signals are within the pass band. So this is your pass band, remember this is the pass band of this filter, so signal can pass, it's ideal filter, so amplitude is not modified greatly, okay, so it is uniform for the frequency range, but it is amplified by 2, that is one important thing, so that you should make a note. So these two samples are within this range, meaning is that this 4 cos 200 pi t can pass through the system, okay, and amplitude 2 is multiplied simply, right? As it is ideal filter, there is no phase shift at all, okay, so only the output signal you can guess that this yt will be, so it is double strength of this 4 cos 200 pi t, because of this double is becoming for this 2 multiplication, okay, so it will become 8 cos 200 pi t. So there is no phase shift because it is ideal filtered and it is uniform in this one, right? So as it is this one, so its maximum value, so mod of x yt and its maximum will be its amplitude only, and that value is 8. So this is the answer, okay, so we got the answer. So 8 will be the maximum amplitude of this output filter. So if we use this is the input signal to this system, and if you get the output yt here, and that output is 8 cos 200 pi t, its maximum amplitude is 8, okay, so maximum value or absolute value is 8, okay. So please subscribe my channel, and the upcoming videos are on adaptive signal processing, some advanced course, and control system that is useful for GATE exam or other purposes. So please keep on watching my videos and subscribe my channel so that you will get notification for my upcoming videos. Thank you.